Come on, welcome into Monday. Let's start with the sound check, because as I just popped in the chat, we have had all kinds of dramas today. First of all, is the microphone coming through? If you can hear me, if somebody give me a microphone thumbs up, then that will be accomplishment number 1 ticked off. We made the rookie error today of installing a Windows update. You never install the Windows update. What's the first rule of streaming? You don't install the Windows update. The second rule of streaming is you still don't install the Windows update. It cancelled everything. By everything, I mean all things that might make a sound. I've had people from all over the world, including Wales, trying to help me solve today's problems. I think we're there. I think we're okay. If we can hear a bit of Stevie Wonder in the background, and you can hear me, then we are looking good. And if I just replay this for 1 minute, if we can hear this sound, and we give a massive big thank you to, what are we going with that? Taste Pow? Takapow? Tekapua? Then we are good and golden, and we have 35 of our friends already lined up, ready to chat, ready to play some FM. So who was first through the door? It was RJB. Afternoon to you. That's Ryan, isn't it, RJB? We've got Joshua Casino with us. We've got Socrates. That is a fabulous username, by the way. And called it as Billy Ocean early, and love really does hurt without Billy Ocean. So welcome in, Socrates. We've got soccer scenarios. We've got soccers all over the place here. Isaac's with us. Rugio, you fabulous individual, you. I hope you're having better weather out in Norfolk than we're having out here in the East Midlands. Oh, it's cold. It was a sports day this morning. It was cold. Who else have we got with us? Who else have we got? Benjamin Bessemer, BB, the finest of Twitch viewers, is with us. Govu jumps in for a bit of Coventry lunchtime action as well. Thoughtsy, Llama drama time. Good to see you. Sean Poole, dot of the cap to you, my friend. Got no game. Everybody's favourite from the Emerald Isle is beaming in this afternoon. We've got Foggy in with us as well. Afternoon all. Llama managing Crystal Palace and trying to avoid, I should say, relegation. What a day to be alive. I've been working behind the scenes. Let's see about relegation. You're probably right, but we'll see. So let's catch up on the chat then. So soccer scenarios, thank you very much. Sounds good. Rugio, you can hear me. I'm glad for that, Rugio, because otherwise the last 3-4 minutes of me prattling on would have just been my jaw going up and down. Always good to know. Thank you, Got No Game. Govu, you can hear me. You're sat on an industrial estate with you on speaker. Living. That is living. Socrates, here we go. Fun factoid about this song. The riff you're hearing is written and played by maniac singer-songwriter Michael Sembello. Love it. Love it. More facts, please, Socrates. This is going to be the Soul and Motown Monday. The younger viewers are just going to have to deal with it. This is music from before my time, I would like to point out here. But they are classics. We're going to have all of your well, probably not all of your favourites. I've already seen people put in the chat, by the way, a little petition for West Coast Wednesdays. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I do a good line in Spanish hip-hop if anybody is interested. We can always move to the Spanish hip-hop on a Wednesday. It's not really West Coast. It's more Western Europe. But I'm open to persuasion. Thoughtsy, not sure you can hear music, but hear the intro and the ping and you. I might have just dabbled the music down a little too low. There we go. I'll squeeze it up a touch, Thoughtsy, just for you. You got the Temptations on now, so we are living. Clark to the Mac. Good morning from the us. Good to see you, Clark. Where in the us are you? I love America. Spent a lot of time in America. Always love finding out where people are from. Govu's loving the facts, of which None of them are from me. We got Socrates to thank for all of those. Are you ready to jump into some Football Manager? Whether you're ready or not, I think, is immaterial. Here we go. Clark, Tennessee. Right down there. Bourbon country. Bourbon? But not sure what you call it over there. Love it. Go with this is more pokes time. Spanish hip hop sounds like a Benidorm special. Some absolute bangers out there. And Glenroy up the lurkers. If you're lurking whilst you're working, if you're lurking whilst you're pretending to be working, you are always most welcome here. Thanks for stopping by, Glenroy. Hope your working day is going well. So, to the old matter of Football Manager, eh? Here we go. The last stream, when was it? Friday. It was a barren wasteland when it came to form. Yes, we had fun. Yes, we had plenty of people through the door. Yes, I've been removing comments written in Croatian from the YouTube channel, accusing us of botting once more. So we need to get the numbers down a little bit, I think, to avoid the allegations of botting. So hopefully it'll be a little bit quieter today. But we went away after Friday's stream, and I only played 2 more games. And I've tried to cauterize the wound, to stem the bleeding, because it was all going wrong on Friday. And we've picked up 2 results. A 2-0 victory against Norwich, a 1-0 victory against Blackburn in the Rumbelows, and we were down to 10 men. Thank you very much. Now, what we need to do for today's stream, and I'm going to ask for your help with this, is we're going to ignore anything that it says about the formation that we used to achieve these results. Okay? Because what we did not do is switch to a 4-4-2 in order to dig us out of the immediate peril that we were in. We did not do that. It might say 4-4-2 on the screen, but we are not playing a 4-4-2. As Neil arrives, Neil, we are not playing a 4-4-2. Okay, it's a different formation. By the way, I didn't know if you hovered over it, it showed you how long you were playing. I spent 4 minutes on 10 minutes on a 4-4-1-1, 10 minutes on another 4-4-1-1. Then we switched to the 4-4-2. Then we switched back. Look, I don't want to hear it. And this was a good result, by the way. Look at me sticking to a formation for the entire game. We had a man sent off so early in this match, about 20 minutes in, I think we were. 20 minutes exactly. Carrick went in and put in one of those horror tackles. Again, they may be lined up in a 4-4-2 kind of shape, but it wasn't that. And we may have got royally outplayed by the 11 men in this, but let's ignore it, because in this Norwich game, we were all right. XG of 1.77, 7 shots on target, scored nice and early, second before half time, dominated possession, pretty good average ratings throughout. We were doing all right. We were doing okay. So this song was written by Smokey Robinson. We might have moved on because this is Land of a Thousand Dances by now. He was the writer before he was a singer in his own right. Smokey does provide some backing vocals on this. I tell you what, Socrates, you are a soul savant indeed. Absolutely loving it. Art by Picasso. Thank you for making that little noise ding in the background. Pleasure to have new followers on the channel. We are trying to get to what are we trying to? Oh yeah, 400. That's the one. We've passed 300. We're now digging deep, trying to get to 400. So we're on our way. Neil, afternoon gaffer. If you need some help save scumming, you know a guy. Of course you do. Armata99, come on, you Reds. As in, what, you're rooting for Manchester United in this upcoming game? Goodness me. Casino, we beat 2 YMC. What do you mean, 2 YMCAs? played top opposition there in Norwich and Blackburn. Man United will be the easier of those games today. Neil, are we going back to YouTube soon too? That's not the plan. The plan was not to go back to the 4-4-2 either, but here we find ourselves. It might say 4-4-2, but it's not a 4-4-2. Feel like Llama's going to post truth here. I'm going to show you it in a second. It's not a 4-4-2. It's different. We are very Ranieri, Socrates, on this channel. Isaac, it's a 4-2-2-2-2-2-2 with 2 CDMs. It's not 4-4-2. It's Govu. There we go. Now we're on brand. Quatta. Love it. Kata. If you speak in an Australian accent, you're playing a revolutionary 2-4-4. Have to. Sorry, been supporting them since you were a kid. For one game, Amata, can we win you over to Crystal Palace? Here we go. It's a 4-4-2, people, but well, no, it's just a very regular 4-4-2. We've gone back to a low block, reverting to type. We're stepping up more to condense the space. We've got 2 banks of 4. We've got 2 players that we can try and hit on the break. We're counter-attacking, playing with a bit of gusto, so width and tempo, passing into space, trying to get the old set pieces going. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm honestly ashamed of myself. Zigic and Martins, Keith Fye in the middle. There we go, Govu. There we go. We could do with a Zigic, by the way. All we've got is a Flavio, and well, he's 6'4", but he's been a bit limp so far this season. Hopefully he'll pick up today. The only trouble with the old 4-4-2 is I don't have any wingers. I didn't sign any wingers really during pre-season, as I was pretty adamant I was not playing a 4-4-2. So we're working on Carriage, and he's more accustomed to playing up there. He's 2-footed. He would rather be an inside forward. Oh, we're going to work on him, perfect his ability to play deep. Over on the left side, we don't really have a winger, so I'm going to play a left back there. This is Ryan Ainori, who can play as an advanced wide player out there, but cannot play there. He's a makeshift on the left side of midfield. But I'm consoling myself with the fact that he was rubbish when I played him at left back. So he can't get any worse. And then we bring Cristina Aguilera in full time. He's very, very quick. And he's not a defender. In fact, if I'm going to brand anybody as the left-sided midfielder, I might be better off making it Cristina, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, God, we've got classic Big Sam and Sean Dyche vibes. Yeah, that's kind of my alma mater, I'm afraid. I get drawn back to it like a moth to a flame every time thing goes wrong. This song is actually a cover. Marvin Gaye was not the first to hear it through the grapevine. Gladys Knight was with her Pips. So, I tell you what, Socrates, you're going to love Mondays around here. You're going to love them. Art by Picasso, Mike Bassett. Indeed, kind of wrote this tactic for me, I think, and sent it over. It's dug me out of a hole. I'm not saying it's long term, but I think we were looking at a real season of struggle of relegation and potentially a little summons into the boardroom unless we sorted it out. So we stemmed the bleeding, but today's going to be an awful lot tougher because we're going to kick things off at Old Trafford against Manchester United. We're then going to host an Everton side who are comfortably perched in mid-table. An 8th place Leeds followed by a 7th place Tottenham. I mean, it's going to be difficult. Let's be brutally honest, with the amount of chatting I do, it's going to be difficult to get through all 4 of those games in a stream, but it's also going to be difficult to get any points, I think, but we're going to give it our very best shot in the 4-4-2 we trust. Benson and Hedges bids are in for Picasso. Great reference. Thank you very much for that. Can we please pick a formation and stick to it? The 4-4-2 wouldn't even cauterize a grape. Come on now. Come on. The 4-4-2 is the future of football. It's the absolute future. These things are all, circular. Pep will be back at the 4-4-2 eventually, and well, he knows it. Okay, here we go. Man United game. We need to pick our strongest side. I tell you what, it's a bit of a relief. Everything is working now. It is if it's now 1964. Hey. That 4-4-2 was the preferred formation deep into the late 90s. Thank you very much. Served Blackburn. Well, I tell you what, Manchester United won a treble with a 4-4-2. Has any other formation ever won a treble, domestic and European? No. If 4-4-2 does not work, you should see what RDF Tactics has been playing. It's an extremely narrow 3-2-3-2. You're giving it a go today once you're finally done with the USA Lower League database. In typical 4-4-2 fashion, you try to kick away only for it to come straight back at you. No. Okay, yes. D20 random. You went with 4-4-2 after you got tired of the 4-3-3, and it does amazing against it. Thank you. I don't know whether Man United will be playing a 4-3-3. Doesn't look like it, does it? Let's check these old opposition instructions are work. There we go. We've got all those little badges. Nice little closing down of the midfield. Tackling hard on the fullbacks and the wingers. Seeing those wide players down the flanks. Pep won a treble with a... Did Man City win a treble? Really? Are we counting that? What did they actually win? Come on. Inter were far better in that final. Come on, they defended like absolute Trojans. Did Inter play a 4-4-2? Were they a 5-3-2? I think they were a 5-3-2 in that final, weren't they? If they'd had played a 4-4-2. Okay, we need a right winger. And good Lord, it's not going to be you. Magic675 is now following. That's another great username. Thank you for making that little ding go off. I think that's number 311, 312. We're pressing on. Nice to get 400. What do you mean? Oi, what do you mean shambles? Behave yourself, you. 4-4-2. Once Pep gets wind of this. Haaland and Alvarez. Bernardo one wing. Jackie Grealish on the other. Stonesy and Rodri propping it up in the middle. Cancelo's back. Kyle Walker there. Diaz and Laporte looking great. Don't know what you... Oh! Stings. Referring to your stream? What happened on your stream, Stings? You had a bit of a summer rebuild, didn't you? You must have signed some great players. Oh, hang on. Whoa. There's a username. Crazy Eskimo Penguin. Thank you very much for making that little alert go off. My favourite sound. Twitch should sell microwaves that make the follower ding whenever the time is up. No De Bruyne. He doesn't fit into a 4-4-2. He ain't got the engine. On Zodiac's made the little bingo off as well. Love that little noise. Thank you. I mean, isn't every other formation a posh 4-4-2 at the end of the day? Isaac. There you go. Now you're on it. DK Finbo. Everybody's following today. You fabulous individuals. The numbers are getting a bit high though. I'm gonna be getting accusations of botting again. Call your jets, people. Call your jets. Right, I need to find a right winger that's gonna play today. Come on then, Stinger. Give me more. What do you need some tactical advice? Would you like to see how to craft a strong 4-4-2? Would that help? God, I wish I had a right winger. Oh, Alex Matos. He could be the Badger, couldn't he? Pace to burn and a good little dribbler. This is the stuff. This is the stuff. Josh is playing an asymmetric 4-4-2. That's just a 4-4-2. That's a fancy one. A system is only ever as good as the players who play within it. Socrates, don't say that, or we're in all sorts of trouble. I'm hoping to outperform the players that are in it. Let's get Matos in for this game. And then who's going to jump on the bench then? Is it going to be Scotty Guest? I think it is. As an emergency, he can shovel his way out there. Arrigo Sacchi's 4-4-2 is a thing of... See, I feel like we've had to convert a few people to Soul and Motown Mondays. Hopefully you're coming round. You have to let me know, by the way. Is the music volume all right? It's not too intrusive. The Brazilian 4-2-4 is way better. Well, look, Matos is on attack. I mean, he's almost there. Alex Matos is 3-star and a good player for most championship sides. The relative quality of this squad is abysmal. Yeah, but he's a backup, though, isn't he? I mean, if we had Samir Karic in, he would be 3.5 stars, you know. He would be a good player for Premier League sides, thank you. And he'd be a wunderkind. Come on now. Less negativity. This is the beautiful game and it's fine. Wait till you see some of the football we're playing. It'll roll you back to Blackburn winning the title in the 90s. Cyril. Oh, I've made a right mess of that, haven't I? It's Sir Alisson, isn't it? Can we see your tactic? Sounds like a Fergie tactic. All right, let's have a look then. Cole, York. Not really a Beckham there. A Giggs. Keeney. Butty. I almost said Phil Neville there. Forgive me. Dennis Irwin. G. Nev. Bruce and Pallister, maybe mixing my ears a little bit there, but let's go with it. Overlap gives a lot of teams trouble in Football Manager. 4-4-2 is solid. Can be great if the CMs are proper. Probably got our strongest player in central midfield. What do they say about this Badger? 4-star. Good player for most Premier League side. And Sir Alisson. Oh, God, I keep butchering that, don't I? Sir. Thank you very much for making that ding. I knew the Fergie tactic would bring in another follower, and there we have it. Stam and Jonsson. There we go. Stam and Jonsson. Have we not bombed Stam out yet? Has Ferguson not got crossed and thrown him out? Mokoko's not fit either. He's pretty integral to this. Big Marty Satriano's injured. You'll have to forgive me. I've not played this since Friday night, so memory's a bit hazy as to who's fit and who's not and why. Armata, I support Manchester United. Good heavens, no. The opposite. I support Birmingham City. I just the 90s, isn't it? You can pretty much ask me anything about football, music, popular culture in the 90s, and I'm your man. Stuart Ripley was OP. Indeed he was. SAS Sutton and Shearer was good. But the unsung hero was David Batty. There he is. He doesn't want to hold his position. He's going to have to... David Batty. Apart from taking penalties at France 98, what a career. And punching Graham Lasso was a bit of an aberration as well, I suppose. Here we go, Socrates. We've got Schmeichel cartwheeling at the Champions League final. G-Nev, Jonsson, Stam, Irwin. X-Keen, Scholes. Yeah, I missed Scholes there. Giggs, York, Cole. With Sheringham, Solskjaer coming on. Not sure who else came on. David May. He does live in the Greater Who lives in the Greater Manchester area? Not me. Live anywhere near there. Okay, fine. You'll stop being negative and return to your usual self. The Frank Bremer fan club has arrived. How are you getting on with Soul and Motown Mondays now then, Casino? Is it coming back now? How did Hannibal do for you guys last season? Genuinely, I don't know. Other Birmingham fans might disagree here. I would say our best player. In terms of an engine, superb. Up and down the pitch all day. Attacking threat, box to box, ball winner. Superb. He's got a booking in him. He likes to wind up opponents, which as a home fan I quite liked. Him and Troy Deeney on the pitch at the same time is a thing of beauty. But very, very good. He ain't going to come back to us this season. I've heard Dortmund are interested. So yeah, Hannibal did very, very well. Socrates, they had Raymond van der Houw, David May, P. Nevs, Nicky Butts, Teddy Sheringham, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And Jesper Blomqvist. Very nice. Henningberg also. They always forget Henningberg, who was at the heart of that Blackburn Rovers defence too with Colin Hendry. Henningberg, the unsung hero of that team. So go on, let's Blackburn it then. Tim Flowers. Hendry. Henningberg. Always struggle with fullbacks for Blackburn. Wilcox on one wing, Stuart Ripley on the other, Batty Sherwood in the middle, Sutton Shearer up front. Blackburn fullbacks for the title win. Graham Lasso was one. Who's the right back? Paul Warhurst. So yeah, Lodakisian. Absolutely. Lasso over at left back. Who was the right back? Sir, which of Fergie's teams do you think was the best? 1999, purely because it squeezed its way into the 1990s. I would say the best would be 92-93. Personally, Schmeichel in goal, Dennis Irwin, Bruce, Pallister. Think about the right back, Paul Parker. Lee Sharp on one wing, being phased out for Ryan Giggs during that season, I think. Ince's in there. Robbo, still knocking around, but very injury prone. Andre Kanchelskis over on the right wing. Hughes and McClare up front. Eric Cantona coming in. Woo. There we go. There we go. All the best former Man UFC trainees head to Tannadice nowadays. Levitt, Grimshaw, Denholm. I've heard of none of those three, but that's no reflection on Dundee United. We should probably start the match before you relive your third. I was a teen in the 90s. Goodness me. Jeff Kenner went on to play for Birmingham. Berg, Hendry, Lasso, Ripley, Sherwood, Batty, Wilcox, Shearer, Sutton, Socrates. Socrates, you sound like you might be of a certain vintage. Would I be correct? By the way, is this a bit of Sam and Dave, Socrates here? Not Chaz and Dave. That would be a very different vibe for the stream. Okay, we will have no judgment made about this tactic when we're playing Man United away. Who's made that ding, by the way? Con93. If that is the year of your birth, by the way, Con, you are living the dream. Socrates, 41. Fabulous. And it is a bit of Sam and Dave. Thank you very much. Thank you for the follow, Con. Very, very kind of you. Oh dear, we're on 61, people. We're on 61. Okay. Do you know what? Not only am I too old to know how to bot if I wanted to, I'm also too old to know how to prove that I'm not botting. So if you want to put your bot names in the chat, then Pokesy. By the way, if we have any mods on the scene, I still don't understand how to do the shout outs. But if we're going to give one, it's got to be for Pokes, who is the most fabulous man in FM entertainment. He streams Wednesday evenings, Friday evenings, and does a beautiful stand-up job every time he hits go live. If you like these streams, and that's probably a stretch for many of you, you will love Pokes, because his streams are like mine, only significantly better. Error_67067. That sounds like a bot name, I have to be honest there, is now following. Thank you very much for the follow, Error. So yeah, Pokes will probably claim that he goes live about 8:30, I think, on a Wednesday or Friday. But he's a tease. He likes to keep his audience waiting. He's doing a fabulous stream where he's invented his own Phoenix Tottenham Hotspur club called Tottenham Athletic, because Spurs are just too Spursy for the fans to put up with any longer. And you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. Error's not a bot. That's confirmed. Not a bot. Thank you for joining us this afternoon, Error. Hope you are well. Socrates, for 10 points, which famous singer and South Park actor wrote this? And I'm guessing that's the previous song. That's going to be Isaac Hayes then, I'd imagine, if it's South Park. I'm going to throw that out there. What happened to the other 92 cons? We start in 92 because that was a glorious year. Great year for England at the Euros. Tim Sherwood actually quite liked him as a manager. Surprised he hasn't had a longer management career. I don't know whether that was his choice or club's. You don't think anything is going to save us away at United? This is the freest of free hits. Okay. Well, let's get out there. Pokes, we're not too kind. We just call it how we see it. Ruud van Nistelrooy is the Manchester United manager, but he knows what he's up against today. As that team sheet was put in and he saw that we were back to the 4-4-2, Ruud will have been petrified. There's the handshake. Bit taller than me, isn't he, Ruud? And he's dressed a little bit more smartly. Thank you, Ruud. Showing me up. Isaac Hayes wrote Soul Man. There we go. Thank you. I only got that because of the South Park reference. I would not got that based. Oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord. Hendrick's playing, people. Stand by your bunks. Hendrick is just rude. Oh, Lacroix's been booked probably for hacking Hendrick down. Here's Jeffrey. Oh, they got Tanguy Nianzou as well by the looks of it. All right. Come on. Come on. Christina, good header. We need more, though. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. We've had 2 shots, though. Brace yourselves. Christina, go long, Christina. Oh, how have you not got on the end of that? You just stood and watched. It's a good press, though. Look at that little mid-block there, forcing them back. Jeffers into the midfield. Hendricks dropped deep. Flavio's robbed him. Sue Gray, Christina Aguilera. No, it's coming straight back at us. This looks nice, though. This looks nice. Matos, come on. Come on. Oh, he's gone wide. Very wide. Ooh. Tell me you weren't on the edge of your seats as we countered with gusto there. Come on. That was 90s 4-4-2 in action. Come on, Flavs. We're rolling now. All right, we're giving it away again. Oh, look at us. Tigerish in that midfield. What a mid-block. Man United look nervy to me. Nervy, but with a point to prove. Get back. Get the block in. Get the block in. Dag. Nab it. Oh, Man United have got away with one there. Did they deserve that? Was anybody going to close him down? So many questions. Come on. They've not even had an XG of 1. Don't give them a second. They don't deserve a second. They've got a second. Ref, have a look. Linesman's having a good look at that. Come on. Ah. All right, this game's over then. We're done. We're done. What else have we got? Is this an AI-generated stream? Yes. Is Llama actually a deep fake? Does Llama actually know what a deep fake is? No. Is this a VOD? Yes. Have Palace not sacked you yet? They did 3 games ago. I'm just pretending that they didn't. Oh, not a third before half-time. They haven't sacked me yet, but hang on. The board are going to have a look after. Oh, good Lord. They're going to have a look after this. Denmark did not actually qualify for Euro 92. Yugoslavia collapsed. They did. Partly due to a game between Hajduk Split and Dinamo Zagreb. Oh, good Lord. We are now living on our wits. Can they just take Hendrick off? Oh, this is getting ugly. Pokes is a bit more industrial, but the vibes are, I don't know what that means, industrial. Prompt for chat GDP. Oh, I don't know what that means. GDP. Sorry, I was talking about gross domestic product. GPT. Make me a spotless stream hosted by an incredible man from the greater Birmingham area with plenty of losses to make people think it's real. Well, we're certainly delivering on the losses. Not sure about the spotless stream. You're just garbage, the lot of you. I mean, what do we do? What do we do? Foggy, is it time to go back to cautious? No, I think the time for that was probably at the start of the game, not when you're 2-0 down. Error, you've just won the Conference League. Congratulations on that. Think UEFA make the winners of the Conference League play each other and the winner plays Champions League winner for the Super Cup. Is that real? Is that a thing? And Honey Badger, goodness me, speaking of fabulous streamers, if there's anybody on hand to give Honey Badger a shout out, because I don't know how, one of the most fabulous North American streamers, Arizona native, if I remember rightly, Badger, and a username that involves a woodland creature. Although Honey Badger's probably more prairies or deserts than woodlands, but the badger element we are on board with. Socrates, there we go. Comment of the day. Sign it up there. We want the Cup Winners' Cup back. Indeed we do. Had some epic matches. It absolutely did. Neil, you missed the Intercity Fairs Cup. Well, you know the first British team to reach the final of that, don't you? Hello. Hello. And the Anglo-Italian. We did not reach the final of that I remember. On Zodiac, what is the Carlo Ancelotti challenge? Well, let's show you rather than play the second half, shall we? Carlo Ancelotti is the first manager to win Europe's Big 5 leagues. So we're going to try and emulate him in that, but we're going to try and do it only managing clubs from the capital cities of each nations. We've been at Kingstonian, we've been at Sutton, Bromley, Queen's Park Rangers, Red Star Parry, Rayo Vallecano. We now find ourselves at Crystal Palace and we are struggling, I'm afraid. Absolutely struggling. Pokes came into your stream and sabotaged results. So nice to see. Yeah, it's happening here. It's happening. HC16, we should say. You must know technology by now. I'm afraid I don't. Foggy, in your defense, you were talking about cautious when it was 0-0. Yep. Badger, do not thank us. You're an absolute wonderful human being. We're just blessed to have you with us. Whoever's on those shout-outs, by the way. Mods, reveal yourselves. Not in an indecent way. So that I can thank you. I never know which mod is doing what behind the stream. But you're heroes. Absolute heroes. First time chatter, George, who is not a Viking. What are you then? A Saxon? A Roman? An Aztec? Your odds of winning the league were 1 to 91. If you don't win it, you're actually rubbish. I could give that a good go, though. Isaac, time for an education lesson. What is a prairie other than a dog? Prairie is kind of like, well, I've got myself into trouble here, haven't I? Like a plain, you know? Not as arid as a desert, I'm going to say. We've missed a little follow as well, by the way. Kenneth DCFC. So what could we say there? That's Derby County. Are you a ram? And Horliv is following as well. Thank you to Kenneth. Thank you to Horliv. Who else would be DCFC if it's not Derby County? Struggling there. Struggling. Oh, it's Kenneth D. CFC. It's Celtic. There you go, Kenneth. I'm slow, but I get there eventually. Let the llama see the mods, Isaac. Love it. So this song, you have a story for everyone about this song. Frank Wilson was a writer for Motown. He recorded this as a demo with the intention of going to one of the Motown bands. Berry Gordy sent it out to radio stations in the US and it blew up. There we go. Oh, we're back onto Stevie now as well. Back onto Stevie. You're on 74 viewers now, people. You're not helping me dispel the bot allegations here, are you? 74 on a Monday afternoon, you incredibly kind people. Hope your work day's going well. Hope it's going better than my FM day is going. We're down to cautious now. Can we keep it at 2-0? I mean, we've had 6 efforts during the first half. It's not terrible. We even had a little tickle of momentum at points. But they just control the ball, don't they? And we do not have the centre halves that can keep up with Hendrick. Here he goes. Here he goes. It's not happening, is it? He asked Wilson, did he want to be an artiste? Wilson had a baby on the way and his missus warned him about how Gordy treated his singers. So Wilson declined. Gordon destroyed all but 6 pressings of it. Last one sold for $50,000. That's incredible knowledge. Incredible knowledge. We're going to have to make Motown Mondays a regular thing. Solar Motown. I realise these are not all Tamla. Oh, Flavs. Oh, you can't pass those opportunities up at Old Trafford, son. By the way, Foggy, look at the momentum since half-time. I tell you what. We get one back and Nistelrooy, he's thinking. He's thinking, do we need to freshen things up now to see us through to the end? We need a centre half on. Well, we need bodies all over the shop, don't we? Let the bodies hit the floor. McCoke, no, Flavs. Let's get Flavs off. Suleiman on, and we're going to make one more in the centre. Morton off 4. Oof. Be a Solly, but we might need to switch him around, I think. He cannot be a ball winner. Yeah, a little tickle over there. George, who is not a Viking, you get the same... I'm not original there, am I? I thought I was being really witty there, going through my different eras of history. Apologies. Good to have you with us, though, George. Hope you're doing well. Rick's with us as well. How's it all going? Not great, to be honest. Not great. We're getting duffed up a little bit by Manchester United. We're perched just above the relegation zone. We've got games against Everton, Tottenham and Leeds coming up. It's not looking great. We're ahead of Chelsea in the table, though. 12 seasons into this, not much changes, does it? George Aukson is now following. I love that little noise, George, by the way. Thank you for making that ding go off. You did not do yourselves proud. Behave. George, thank you very much for joining us. Socrates remembers Ruud van Nistelrooy trying to prove his fitness for a move to Manchester United and blowing his knee out. Is that right? Oh, God. I mean, we're 3 points away from 14th. We're only 7 games into this. We're cut adrift from mid-table already. Okay, Everton next. They've just whopped Chelsea 3-0. I'm not being disparaging against Chelsea. I was just observing that they're having an even tougher time than us. Who's in charge? Ten Hag, standard. Fofana. Oh, they got Brennan Johnson. Leicester boy, Brennan Johnson. Oh, no, Nottingham boy. Nottingham boy. He's from West Bridgford, I think, isn't he? Glenn, if Glenn's listening, that'll draw him out. That'll draw him out. That's a little test of whether Glenn's still lurking or not. Socrates, there was a rumour he had a bad knee. I can't remember. Are we talking about Isaac Hayes? We're talking about Ruud van Nistelrooy. He came in early to pre-season. That must be Isaac Hayes. To prove it wasn't true, Isaac Hayes did his ACL. No wonder he had to retire from singing and join South Park. Goodness me. Salty balls be the least of his problems there. Right. By the way, you're going to have to help me out, Socrates. This Tracks of My Tears. I don't even know who Tracks of My Tears was there. You're going to have to help me out. Not opening Spotify to look. I can't even remember. Oh dear, I'm very nervous about this Everton game now. Maybe we need to go cautious away from home against the bigger clubs from the off. Smokey Robs, was it? And the Miracles. Well, we can't do anything with any of those scout reports till January. And my goodness, we might need to do some moves at January. Who's made that noise go off? Liverbird. You've got to be a Liverpool fan then, haven't you? Thank you very much for the follow, you wonderful individual. To be sat there and thinking, do you know what? This is awful. I feel sorry for this guy. I'm going to follow him just to brighten his day. Little salute to you, Liverbird. Thank you very much. If you are a Liverpool fan, by the way, let us know what you think of your transfer business. Szoboszlai comes in, much to the disappointment of everybody that enters Football Manager draft tournaments, because now he's going to be even more expensive. Badger, we putting you in. You're going to grab your boots. A job in defence. Sorry. To our North American friends. A job in defence. What foot do you use, Badge? Are you a lefty or a righty? We'll get you in at fullback. If you're a lefty, I'm going to get Christina Aguilera out of the team and you're going in. Christina's quick, but she is not beautiful no matter what you say. Terrible performances. Absolutely terrible. Left-footed. There you go, Christina. Taxi's called. Foot Battersby. Is that FIFA Ultimate Team Battersby as well? Get me being down with the kids. FIFA Ultimate Team. Literally down with the kids. My children play it. Never played it in my life. Pokes is giggling. What are you giggling at, Pokes, by the way? You're meant to be working. By the way, Pokes had a little trip away at the weekend. Cheeky little visit to the Isle of Wight. Hope you had a good time, Pokes. Hope the little Pokesies had a good time as well. Trio little Pokeses in the back. You must be driving a minibus now. Honestly, I've got 3 kids and nothing inflates your monthly expenditure like that third child. Hotel rooms now, you have to book 2 of them. Holidays are a nightmare. Cars are difficult. Nobody tells you this. All right. Am I the only one who's thinking we need a point against Everton or we really are on the skids? We need to set up some training as well. So here we go then. Okay, we got a rest week, have we? So let's use that opportunity to actually give the boys a little bit of rest, I think. And then we'll get out there against Leeds. Spurs. And then Salford and Reading. Double game week. Where's my double game week? There we go. Are my training weeks still named after Rayo Vallecano, I hear you ask? Yes, they well might be. Do they need updating for the Premier League when they clearly didn't work in Spain? No, they don't. He's got a Pokesmobile, has he? Like Danger Mouse. Socrates would swap Ainuri and Christina around. We got Honey Badger to bring into the mix as well now. Do you think we get the old pace of Christina down the wing? We could. Christina has no ability to play there. And can't pass. Or dribble. We can just run incredibly fast in a very determined way. And we'll get back and support the fullback with that kind of teamwork, I would hope. We do have a left back, by the way. A left winger. Tafiq Suleiman, who again is pretty quick, only 19 years old, is valued way beyond what I think is a true reflection of their ability. Championship player. Had a lovely time. Loud, chaotic tantrums. And how did the kids behave? Hey, come on now. Ice cream everywhere. Now we are talking about Pokes. And the rest of your family had a good time too. He beat me to the joke. Everyone had already read that. He'd beat me to the joke. I have to get up very early in the morning to beat Pokes to the comedy. It's just like an instinct with him. Wednesday evenings, Friday evenings, 9 o'clock. Great friend of the stream. And probably the only person that's worse at draft tournaments than myself, even though I am yet to beat him in one. Why aren't we giving Suleiman game time? Mainly because of lack of ability. I don't think he's that good. Doesn't work hard enough. Doesn't concentrate. His vision's not very good. So we're not giving him any game time. It's a tough dog world at Crystal Palace. Right, Karic is back. Matos is struggling with a knock. And do you know what? We're going to get Flavio out and we're going to bring back the old timer, Kelvin Yebs. Come on, Kelv. Just encore un fois for old time's sake here, Kelvs. Because we are up against it. At home, against the Toffees, at Selhurst Park. We need a little something today. How's the fitness? It's fine. I'm going to change this, you know. Box to box. We're going box to box. Here we go. By the way, hour on the clock and we're entering our second game of the stream. I know. I've sped up considerably. I take your comments on board. By the way, we are taking suggestions for Wednesday's playlist. I like this for Monday, nice and relaxed. Bit of soul and Motown. I like the idea of funk on Fridays. Wednesdays, up for grabs. I can hear Casino Square typing already. Would you please put on a 90s playlist for Wednesdays? If enough people ask for it, I've got it ready to rumble. I can also show you my ability to call intros within maybe 2 or 3 seconds of a song starting. Marked improvement today, boys. Here we go. We're kicking it off. 90s to noughties. I'm not sure about pop. Pop. 90s and noughties pop. Blue. Atomic Kittens. 911. 5. Slam Dunk. Defunk. I don't think I have a hardcore gangster rap playlist. Yes, and can we have a 70s playlist for Wednesdays? That's not a decade that I am hugely knowledgeable about. We spend far too much time around each other. Not enough, some would say. Not enough. Okay. Oh no, it's Everton. Bobby Charlton. Good save. Good save, Kovar. I've got a generic oldies playlist. Bit of Straits on there, bit of Fleetwood Mac, bit of the Quo. That raised some eyebrows when I played that on Friday, I've got to be honest. We're really struggling again. Look at us. We're really struggling, and Everton are only mid-table. Okay, pausey. What's wrong? What's wrong? So we're not creating any chances. Why are we creating no chances? Are we giving the ball away before we've really got a chance to create a move? Is that a thing? Let's try that. Sorry, let's pausey. Pausey. Okay, let's have a little look at our play and try and work out why we are so abysmal. Hang on, whoa. We got slander coming here. Hold a second. Stinger read the room wrong, and then he follows it up with, oh, hang on, the mods have held that. I'm always in your stream complaining. I don't complain about the music. I think you have the occasional middle-aged woman workout song on there. That's probably a sexist comment, wasn't it? A middle-aged person workout song. Mostly when a random 80s, but I think that's it, isn't it? It's the what you consider an 80s banger. I consider the 80s a barren decade of music. I mean, a little bit of Guns N' Roses and a bit of early Metallica, very early Chili Peppers, but otherwise, what was going on in the 80s that was worthwhile? Riddle me that. Okay, look, we're on the ball. We go wide. Okay. Do we have players for Aguilera to pass to? Yes. Could we play a quick cross? Yes. Okay, so there's options. Does Sue Gray have players to pass to? Through ball? Yes. Check back? Yes. Crossfield pass? Yes. Okay, so the options are there. This is good. We got 2 men in the box. Christina's raced in. Carriage is going to get in there as well. Sue Gray really would be better off being over there, but was involved in the build-up play. Oh, come on. I thought a chance was coming. Apologies. You had to watch it in 2D. And is that because we slowed the tempo down and stopped passing into space? Me wonders. Sue Gray to Christina. Probably should have crossed there, but took it on. Across the face of the keeper. Thank you very much. The slander. What do you mean the slander from Llama? The 80s is a barren wasteland of music. There's nothing controversial there, is it? Pictures of Matchstick Men, your favourite Quo song. I put one Quo song on Friday. Booed off stage. Nobody appreciates classic rock, Neil. Pokes, Dire Straits. That is what is happening. We had some Straits on Friday. Bit of Sultans of Swing. By the way, if you're on TikTok, if you want to while away 10 minutes, just watch amateur guitarists playing Sultans of Swing. Superb. Okay, straight back into the highlights. J450N hip hop. Spanish hip hop I can do. I'm not I'm not a huge hip-hop aficionado. Is Grandmaster Flash still big? Is that still what's popular? Classic rock sounds like lift music. I'm going to be brutally honest with you, Joshua. I don't really actually like classic rock. I'm not huge into that. Come on, Kelvin. Look, we seem to have passing options, and I like this. Christina, there was a chance for a through ball there, Christina. And we are getting to the clearances, which I like. I tell you what, we're about to concede 2 goals before half-time, but since we lowered the tempo and stopped passing into space, we seem to have more control over our build-up play. Although Bobby Charlton's got him behind us. That's gone behind for a corner. The 90s had Limp Bizkit, Fire It Into the Sun. There's nothing wrong with a bit of new metal. Thank you very much. I'm not sure I'd play it on stream, but Naughty's metal is kind of my go-to there. Knowlesy. Oh, Sue Gray's doing a great job in midfield. We're giving it away again, but that was tigerish. For every decent band, there seem to be 20 terrible boy or girl bands. In which decade? The mid-90s had the most terrible... No. The greatest of music was in the 90s. All of my favourite bands of all time are around in the 90s. Oh, that was close from Sue. If I tell... No, not a huge techno guy at all. No, the opposite. No, absolutely the opposite. I'm very guitar-based. I like rock, punk, metal, and Kelly Clarkson. Who's made that little noise go off? Hold on, Makoko's on the charge. Oh, you've given it away, Kelvin. Okay, we've come back into the game. Oh, we're winning it back so well in midfield. Oh, come on. Oh, I thought Carrick was getting on the end of that, and then he stopped running. Let's get ourselves into half-time, then we'll catch up on the chat. Don't concede now. In fact, let's pause the game. What options do Everton have to pass to? They can go back to their fullbacks, but then, that's fine. Because my winger is on their winger, and I'm happy with that. Midfielder locked down, nice and close there. Midfielder locked down by a striker. We like that. Spare man cutting off passing lanes there. We like that. Okay, who's followed? It's Teddy B. 7777. Teddy B. You incredible individual. Thank you very much for following. Blaster Benfica FM. This is the Carlo Ancelotti Challenge. You're going to try and win all 5 of Europe's Big 5 leagues, just like Carlo Ancelotti did. But we're going to try and do it only managing clubs from the capital cities of each of those nations, which is going to be a challenge, particularly with me at the helm, because we're not doing very well. Jord, it's the only reason he enjoys the 90s. What techno is? No. There were some great bands of music, but then there were some right shockers too. Well, in the pop realm, yeah, I'd agree. Neil, Cooler Shaker were awesome live. One of your first gigs. Hush, Neil. Hush. Come on now. Hey, dude. The Mount Rushmore of music, rock, punk, metal, and Kelly Clarkson. Pretty much. Am I doing Kelly a disservice, not including her in one of those categories? Would Kelly call herself soft rock? We'd have to ask her. Socrates, Ocean Colour Scene, who are from Moseley in Birmingham. That's where Tiny Llama was born. When I was a Tiny Llama. Pokes, Cooler Shaker was so good. There we go. Now we're talking. Great idea for the formation from Ted. I tell you what, if we could get 28 players on the pitch and play a 7-7-7-7. Yeah, that might help, Foggy. You're absolutely right. Kelly Clarkson. We're all Kelly Clarkson fans, aren't we? Oh, no. Don't concede on the cusp of half-time. There we go. Well seen out there, boys. He says, and we've still got one highlight to navigate. Oh, goodness me, they got in. You were thinking of Kelly Rowland. Yeah. Kelly Rowland was one of Destiny's, wasn't she? One of Beyonce's backing singers? Or again, is that controversial? Is that controversial? Didn't Kelly Rowland do a duet with, let's say, Puff Daddy as well? Okay, no complacency. Makoko has been awful. Aggie Income seems nervous. What are you nervous about, son? Although his body language is composed. Tallis is in. Good to see you, Tallis. Hope you're well. Hope excitement is building ahead of the League Two season for those Gillingham fans. It was Nelly. I thought it was getting hot in here. It was Nelly. Again, was Nelly getting hot in here? Was that Cisco? Oh, that's one area of the 90s where I'm not at my best. Not at my best. Okay, what I do think we can do is put you people out of your misery and go down to extended highlights. Although I'm just going to keep it on 2D for the rest of this game. And if there are any objections, I apologise. I apologise. Not great for the viewer, is it, watching in 2D? But I'm trying to work out whether we've got any chance with this system. Here is a Baptiste. Livramento. I'll tell you what, they got overloads down that flank there, didn't they? Okay. Do we have them locked down in midfield? There is an overload there. If they play it quick. Makoko is going to trouble the defenders. We're letting the left back have the ball. That's fine. Central midfielder's moved out there. This player's covered. I love that. I mean, that player there is just a non-entity with Yeboah shutting down that passing lane. Lovely stuff. You watch them score now. You watch them open us up. Oh, no, didn't like that. Didn't like that. Oh, no. Their advanced midfielder or drop-off striker. Was that Dubok? Oh. That was unchecked. Hot in here was Nelly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. By the way, Socrates, I feel like you're our music aficionado now. You can come again. What are you doing Wednesday? We still need a theme for Wednesdays, by the way. Oh, Kelv, I think you're offside, son. Think you're offside? There, look at Baptiste. He's going mad. He was like a wasp there. Come on, be kind. Ah, come on now. How goes the games, Tallis? Very mixed bag. Well, no, not a mixed bag. Just bad. Although we're 1-0 up. We were 1-0 up against Everton. Oh. Right. Oh, for God's sake. This is going to become a set piece stream because this is not the first time we've been done by a header to the far post. What does my tactical Sherpa Mike always tell me? If you can see it happening, why aren't you stopping it from happening? That is at least 3 goals we've conceded in 7 games from set plays to the far post. So why aren't we stopping it happening? I feel like we're coming to the game as well. Come on, come on, come on. Oh dear. Can we have a Europop playlist? I don't know any Europop. What's that, like Wigfield? Aqua? 2 Unlimited? Oh, you've just got yourself sent off, haven't you? Have you? No, you haven't. Okay. Let's get Makoko off. Flavio on for Makoko. How's Christina doing? Very well, actually. Tyler Morton is not. So you're going to jump in there. And we just got... that's because he got out-jumped, isn't it, at the far post, I think. How tall are you? Jumping reach of 7. He's getting done. He is getting done routinely. How tall are you? You should be better. We've definitely been done on the left-hand far post as well. Demand more. The Nelly song was a direct response to Jermaine Stewart's "We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off," by the way. Proper beef between the two. That's not true. That's not true. That's a lovely story. Concentration issues. Ah, have you got sent off instead? Did I take the wrong centre half? Forgive my language. It's a Monday afternoon. But bother. Seriously, bother. Right, Kelv, go out onto the right wing. No. Bangura, centre half. That honestly, that's a real drat and bother moment there. And I know that is extreme. I know it's a Monday lunchtime. I know it's just a video game. But seriously, drat and bother. Right. Cautious. Tempo down a tickle. Stay more compact even when we're attacking. And fullbacks cling on for a point because I feel like the onslaught is coming. And let's go to key. Let's just try and get this over with and escape with a point. In fact, we've been absolutely, completely outplayed in this game, almost from start to finish. From cradle to grave, Everton deserve this game. If we escape with a point, we move on and we take it. If we get 3 on the counter here. Indeed, respect the point. Jabaroo, you beautiful individual, you. Lovely to see Jabaroo in here. Another absolute hero, a streamer of himself. And let's be brutally honest, the brains behind the FM playoffs. No, don't bring him down. Oh, Lord. Lordy. You can hear it in Nelly's delivery. Absolutely seething. Foggy, that's my favourite conspiracy theorist. Thank you, whoever's doing... Who is doing these shout-outs? Rugio, Thoughtsy, Casino... Whoever's doing them, you're absolute heroes. So, Llama, we're really looking forward to Sunday's 6 a.m. stream. I don't want to bring this level of anger and aggression to a Sunday morning. We've been woeful that game, haven't we? I don't feel easy like a Sunday morning. By the way, this is a Faith No More. Well, Faith No More covered this song. There's a 90s band. It was not one of those days. It wasn't. Don't Fred Durst me. It's not about the he said, she said. You were just poor. I told you it was you earlier. Oh, you even made a Taylor Swift reference. Did I? Did I just shake it off? Thank you, Casino. Honestly, you're doing the Lord's work with these shout-outs. All right, we're back to a bit of Stevie. That's a bit more up-tempo. Maybe this will lift us. What do we got next? Leeds, then Spurs, was it? I don't feel it. Are we in any threat? By the way. Who's made that lovely noise go off? Bold Palace fan? If you are a Palace fan, I can only apologise for the atrocities that you will witness in the stream, because we're managing Crystal Palace and it's going horribly. The Millwall job's coming up. That could be next for us. It doesn't say that we're unstable, though, does it? I feel unstable. We're secure. All right. We take it. We take it. Well, that's a bit on the nose. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Was it a cruel summer? Is that a Taylor Swift song? Right, Leeds United. Where are you? 10th. What have you been doing recently? Bits and pieces, haven't you? I mean, you've had a pretty strong start, apart from Chelsea. Lost to Chelsea, they're below us. What are we going to say? At least we escaped with a point. And what did we do to make that happen, by the way? So, took off pass into space and brought the tempo down. All right, all right. See, Leeds beat the YMCA too. Which YMCA? Man United? Well, they beat Chelsea. Why are we calling Chelsea YMCA? What am I missing there? I'm not a Chelsea fan. I don't understand these inside Stamford Bridge jokes. Came in at a cracking 27 in the UK charts. One of Taylor's lesser known songs. Good old Swiftie. Oh, okay, we've got a bit of time off now, haven't we? A little bit of time off. New Chelsea kit is nice, is it, Kesson? All right, well, look, we got a little bit of time between games. Hit me with your favourite new kit releases for the new season then. And I'll tell you about my club's new kit, shall I? For those of you that don't know, my team is Birmingham City. We played our first pre-season friendly of the season at the weekend. We took on the mighty Solihull Moors and beat them 1-0. Goal by Jukovic, assist by Trialist. I kid you not, Trialist. And how Birmingham City is this, by the way? Here we go. How Birmingham City is this? We had to wear our training kit because we don't have a new kit yet. Now, in my year supporting Birmingham City, we are the only team that I have seen that had to borrow our opponent's away kit. Not once, not twice, but I've seen us do that 3 times. Such is the shambles of a club that we are. And we don't even have a kit ready for the new season. In fact, when you go on to the kind of the merchandise part of Birmingham City's website, it says currently closed for development. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. So let's see what kind of kits we like then. Norwich are the YMCA, are they? So Kesson likes the Chelsea kit. I take it I spent the whole morning getting tickets for the Swiftie tour. I did not. I spent the entire morning trying to fix OBS not playing any sounds after a Windows update. Less fun than bidding for Taylor Swift tickets. Jeb likes the Liverpool away fam, and there he speaks as somebody with absolutely no bias whatsoever. Rook's here. Had to go to the post office to pick up a package that was supposed to be delivered Saturday but wasn't. Classic US Postal Service work. Barnsley had to borrow your away kit for a season game once. We've done it 3 times now. Do you know what makes it even worse as well is when we try and mix it with our own away shorts and socks. Terrible. Rook, that's classic Windows, isn't it? OBS wants to do an update as well, and I'm terrified of that. Terrified. Oh, I feel like this playlist as well set the mood for the start of the stream, but I feel the frustration of Football Manager building up now. Might have to throw on some Sepultura. Right, and we also said, don't let me go into the next game without sorting out why we keep getting done at the far post on free kicks. Let's have a look what's going on there. The fact that our right back's just picked up an injury might help with that. Rook, OBS updates are usually decent, are they? I've been ignoring mine for over a week. I'm worried it's just going to destroy everything. Jeb. Oh, Sepultura bought him out, did it? Brazilian metal at its best. Make a bit of a change from what we're on here, won't it? Where are we? Smokey Robinson again. Gotta be honest, I'm not a huge fan of this song. You'll do the head-banging hair sweeps for you. Back in the day. I used to have quite the locks back in the day. Obviously, a mix of genetics and time has taken care of that for me. By the way, Jeb, we're trying to choose Wednesday's musical genre. A lot of people are asking for hip-hop. I don't know any hip-hop. I'm trying to coax them towards a 90s playlist. Some are with me, many are against me. Need to set a sub-goal for that pick when you get affiliate. We're not going to... We're not... No, I don't think any picks of that exist, to be honest. I was camera shy as a youngster. Right. Hold on. Set pieces. Far post. He is getting beaten in the air. Would he be better? Jumping reach of a 10. Not that much better. Would you be better? You would. Probably shouldn't have Makoko in there either, should we really? Yeah, if we're changing it all around here, okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's ish. I mean, that's lovely. Look at that pace on the break. We'll take that all day. Okay, I don't want you just going back either. I want you as blockers. So you're a blocker. And you're a blocker. Okay. So that should help. Lovely. Apologies, I tend to not speak when I'm concentrating, which gives you a little insight into how little I concentrate normally during the streams. But when I actually have to play FM and think of things, especially when I'm thinking about what way around left and right is, I have to sit and think a little bit. What else we got? Glenn, apologies. Was watching from the stands, from the treadmill, with you on the telly box. Yup, Bridgeford. Yeah, it's West Bridgeford. I knew you'd be listening there. And yes, we're shouting Paul Parker earlier. Great stream, great chat. Back to working and lurking. Glenn, you're a fabulous individual. Nottingham cannot come around fast enough, Glenn. By the way, Glenn, you want to get yourself down to, where's that thing? It's not Staines, is it? Slough. Sockers Norris, you would know more 90s rock out of anything. You're not very musically knowledgeable. And Gavin Brash. Oh, Gav. You've got mod rights, Gav. Give yourself a shout out. You beautiful human being. Hope you're well, Gav. I'm busy trying to sort out disasters here. Craig Revel Horwood-esque disasters. It's these wide boys, isn't it? These wide free kicks that are just doing for me. And it's him, isn't it? It's you. Jumping reach of 7 by default on the near. Oh. Right. Who's got the bigness? Get back there. You get out of the way. Who else has got bigness? You have, son. In you get. Give me one more. He's not a littly. Okay. So you're in the wall. You're in the wall. You're on the edge of the area. And be blockers for me, please. Just stand in front of people and get hit. Okay. So what do we do? So if I put that on the left side, is that going to stop us just conceding far post? Hang on, what happened? That's not it. Oh no, I've saved it as a type. Why? What have I done wrong? Let's try that again. That's better. That's what we're after. So height. 12s, 16s, 14s, 14s, 13s. Thank you. Right. Stop conceding indirect free kicks. GB, all good here. Out at the mo, but popping in during a bit of downtime. You're too kind, Gav. You're too kind. You go about your business, sir. Busy people, busy lives, not me. I'm sat at home streaming. Rook, FIFA database save update. Here we go. This is what we come to school for. Sadly, it developed an error in that the schedule going forward in training and matches stopped existing, so you couldn't set up training or friendlies and contracts stopped expiring. Disappointing. Foggy, can we not stand everyone in the goal with the little ones on the big one's shoulders? I like calling them little ones. That's nice. God bless those little ones. Okay. Rosales comes in at right back, who ironically, I don't think that's the correct use of the word irony, but fine, would have had jumping reach of 14. Anywho's. And let's get Jimmy Bangura in. Okay. And Joey Logues. Tell you what, we're stretched now a little bit as well, aren't we? Stretched a little bit. First time chatter, Bebob. Challenge. I don't have any. What are those even called, Bebob? Any of those alerts set up? This is the challenge. Win all of Europe's big 5 leagues, just like Carlo Ancelotti did. But we're going to try and do it only managing clubs from the 5 capital cities of Rome, Munich, Madrid, London, and Paris. And a save that started out with Kingstonian now has us managing Crystal Palace via Rayo Vallecano, Red Star Paris, Queen's Park Rangers. And we've got to be very careful here because we are struggling with Crystal Palace. And we've got a game away at Leeds United. And I'm not sure how we're going to do here. Christina Aguilera's hurt. Right, Christina, you're beautiful no matter what they say. Go out and cause an upset. Here we go. So, Bebob, that is the challenge. And it's not going... Hang on. What's going on here? Who are you? Don't be. Casino, are you still with us? Oh, it's all right. It's not. Don't worry. It's not. Oh, it is. It is our one. I was going to say it's not our one. They got... This is the player we sold. Oh, no. How's he doing as well? Not great. But it's always the players you sell that come back to haunt you, isn't it? No, not him. Anybody but him. Not him. Please, not him. So, afternoon, a bit late today. Hope you're well and hope the stream is going well. The stream is fabulous. Everybody is chatting away. Get him off, by the way. Get him off. Hey? Come on now. I'm not sure that helps us, though, does it? No, I thought not. Oh, always lose to 10 men. It's not going to be a lovely day. Why? What? What's happened? It's just like written into scripture that as soon as an opponent goes down to 10 men, they score. 3 minutes. Right. I'm berating. Right, let's try and let common sense come in. What would you do if the opposition are down to 10 men? You'd go wide. You'd stretch them down the flanks. And you try and give them less time to recover. Oh, Gavin Brash. I'll tell you what. Football Manager may just be crumbling before our very eyes, but Gavin Brash is doing the Lord's work there. Look at that. Add command, exclamation mark save. I'm doing the Ancelotti challenge, but with a twist. This reads beautifully. I'm going to concede again here, aren't I? Not again. Not again. Oh, I just give up. I just give up. Anyway, I'm liking this. While attempting to complete it, we're only allowed to manage clubs from the capital cities from each nation. Currently managing, we might need to update that. Currently managing Crystal Palace. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, Foggy. Things have got very bad. I thought just that those little going back to basics got us the win against Norwich and the win with 10 men against Blackburn. I thought that would be okay. But it's deeper than that. Oh, look at us. We're just getting run ragged. Oh, absolutely ragged. We'll add a history command later in the week as well. I'll tell you what, I don't even know what that is. But I love it. Will that say like who we've been managing? Not 3-0. Oh my God. Goodness me. We are getting ripped to shreds. And I tell you what, Lacquer 09, what a fabulous time to say, do you know what? Pick him up while he's down. Let's give him a follow. Thank you very much for that. Certainly the Football Manager means... Football Manager means that we shouldn't have any followers whatsoever. By the way, Neil, command, update. We are currently streaming Chaos, swinging from tactics and teams, having the best of times. Right, you tell me who's having a good time. Let me at them. Right. I'm within my rights to throw the water bottle now, aren't I? We're playing 10 men and we've conceded 3 goals. They were down to 10 men in the 10th minute. You've got absolutely no comeback on that, Christina. I don't know. I'm just moving people around. I know not why. Christina, you've annoyed me. I'm going to be teaching you another new position. Okay. Oh. We need the preacher, man. We're just making lots of changes. Playing the rat formation. 4-2-3-1. Don't forget, you'll be able to port this save to FN24. I'm not sure I want to, Mr. Kev. I noticed you gave us a follow, Mr. Kev, just before we went live. So thank you very much for that. You're incredibly kind. And, yeah. Come on, Kelvin. Oh, he's at the bar. We always hit the bar. Oh, good Lord. Right, this needs more finessing. And CJ1573_rock. Thank you very much for taking pity on me. Don't be four. Oh, good Lord. I don't know what to do to stop them breaking behind our back line because we're not even playing that high up the pitch. Soccer scenarios. We can throw all of the water bottles. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Lenzar. We are playing like lame dogs, I would say. Flea-ridden, malnourished dogs. Oh, it's just too late. It's probably offside anyway. It's too late now. Having trouble with Leeds. As soon as Leeds had a man sent off, I knew we were in trouble. Of course, it's disallowed. Sean is God. How are we, kind sir? Currently watching EFL final highlights. We are struggling, I think would be the term. We can't even beat 10 men these days. Oh, we look so much better since we changed to the rat formation, though, haven't we? I don't ever want to play a 4-2-3-1. Am I going to have to? Everybody seems to play a 4-2-3-1. I don't want to do it. Oh. Now we can defend. By the way, I don't think I've made a single substitution in this. I've brought Suleiman on. Otherwise, I've just left them struggling out there to face the fans' wrath. Flavio. The 3-2-3-2 is calling. It's average white band indeed. Yeah, it is. It is. I think everyone is very well, Sean. Apart from me, the chat have been in fine form this afternoon. I have been all over the shop. rattled by a morning spent trying to sort out OBS. I've brought no form into this stream whatsoever. We're in trouble. We could be in the relegation zone now. Oh, we're not. Chelsea are still below us. So are Reading, Stoke and Brighton. It's not good though, is it? It's not good. What's that link, Lens? If it's Stinger's tactical videos, I don't need that in my life right now. I don't need that. Stinger loves it when I do terribly. By the way, the chat love it as well. That if I open up my tactics, I have one in here called Stinger, and everybody thinks that Stinger was designing tactics for me, which is not the case. I called it that because it was a tactic I was sending to Stinger. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Lacquer, what is the Carlo Ancelotti challenge? Here we go. I don't know if I did it right. I think I did it right. And has the beautiful Coach Sanko just come in with a little party of 16? Come on. Welcome into the coach, everybody's most fabulous Slovenian streamer. And welcome into everybody that is coming over from the coach's By the way, coach, that's a bit late for you, isn't it? Hope your stream was fabulous. You're normally an AM kind of streamer. Thank you for bringing your crew over here. I am apologising in advance. You're sad, mad, and sleep deprived. I tell you what, if you're in low mood, let me introduce you to how our season's going, coach. Shout out as well. Thank you to the shout out for the coach. He's an absolute hero. Everybody that's just come over from coach's stream, I am very, very badly trying to do the Carlo Ancelotti challenge of winning all 5 of Europe's big 5 leagues, only managing clubs from the 5 capital cities. And I'm doing absolutely terribly at it. We did start out Kingstonian, to be fair, but we're now at Crystal Palace. We've just lost 3-0 to Leeds, who had a man sent off after 10 minutes. And it's not going well at all. It's not going well at all. Cambrodia, thank you very much for the follow. That is incredibly kind. Got no games, got the right idea. DeLorean back to Paris. Cambrodia, howdy to you. Soccer Snars, you did it. You did it. Doesn't matter where Crystal Palace are. Yeah, I did ! Save in my own chat. Very proud of that. You're winning everything, but you can't beat Chelsea. You should come up against them in this stream. They're worse than Crystal Palace. And that takes some doing. Okay. So, you've got a player recommendation for you. A Belgian keeper who turns out quite good. His name is Breek Val. Does he exist in this universe? I don't think he does. I am in the year 2033, so he could have already been and gone. To be fair. Thank you for the encouragement, though. So, coach, you got to the quarters of the Champions League and then out again. He's the son of the hair clipping dynasty. Oggy, is this another one of your fabulous stories? Is this true? It's another one I find very hard to believe. Although I did once spend a week in hospital with the nephew of Vidal Sassoon, but that could have been a lie as well. Who's made that little noise? Lenzar, fabulous. Thank you very, very much for the very kind follow. I don't know how many we're up to now, but we're marching towards 400. And given that this is only stream number 4, I think, what are we on? 320? I think that's a very decent tally, isn't it? Isaac's been lurking. Oh, Isaac, you absolutely need to get into one of the coaches. Normally, he's a breakfast time streamer. That's about 4 people who searched for him. Oh, sorry. Breakfast. I don't get it. Apologies. Right, do you really want to be taking on 5th place Tottenham when you're on a terrible run of form? You probably don't. No, honestly, he's the heir to the whole Vile fortune, made a fortune during lockdown, doesn't even need wages, so he's fantastic value. Brick wall. Oh, sorry, I tried to give it a little bit of a Flemish Greek wall. Oh, I get it now. I get it now. It's a good job you lot are here. What am I doing against Tottenham? Because nothing's working. Oh, he got you as well, coach. We don't need no education. Is that a Pink Floyd reference? The people that fall for it get to be in the Zanko club. That's a club I want to be in. He was the first, was he? Well, I tell you what, if you get one past Zanko, there's no shame on me. Right, Neil. You say that this is a stream where we're just randomly making up tactics. And Kang, welcome in. Keep right on, my friend. Another Birmingham fan in the chat. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Thank you very much for making that little ding go off. It's my favourite noise. You have a target man on your bench. Can be useful sometimes. An injured one. Satriano making his way back to fitness. Urinator. I'll get that one. Yo, and Kang. Yo, indeed. We're having a terrible time here in Kang. By the way, can we at least save ourselves some money and fine the players on the day of the game? Well, Jackie Charlton stand. Okay, so Makoko. No money for you this week. I'll save the club 80 grand. Carriage. Absolute waste of my time. Who else? Who else wants to lose their money? Nuri. Awful. Some people have bounced into this stream and said, oh, you've got Nuri. He turns out to be good. Not the one I've got. Bangura 6. Pointless. And the goalkeeper. Feel sorry for your son, but needs must. What about the subs? Flavio. You're terrible, Flavio. What a waste of a signing. And there we go. Why are the board expecting the draw? I don't know. They've clearly not been watching recent games, I don't think. I mean, the supporters are just living in a fantasy. It's always the case for a few years, especially this year's. Right. Do we have a way of changing this? What are we thinking? You can tell I'm thinking again, can't you? Because I can't speak and think at the same time. Lacroix is going to play. Sammy Carriage is going to play. Okay. Lacroix. What else have we got? It says Flavio. I do not believe that you are any good, Flavio. Honestly, I feel like the opposite is true. You are a filthy little horror show of a signing I should never have made. And yeah, I'm going to play you. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Coach has got a little advice. Press quick pick. Maybe it's going to help. And just plug in one of the default tactics. And then holiday, I think, would all help. One. And Kang, you finished 10th in season 4 with the Blues with an expected points of 4th. Well, I feel your pain. And who's done that? Happiness 3? Well, I'll take a little bit right now. Thank you very much for that follow. Incredibly kind. You're currently watching a tutorial in how not to play Football Manager. Dear Soli, you're going to go in and be box to box. Okay, lovely. And Joel, you got a 6.1 if I... Oh, no, you got 6.9. I'm being a bit harsh. Okay. Aggie and come. In you go. Stop me being so brittle. In fact, defensive midfielder is exactly what we're after. Makuko. In you go. Okay. What else have we got? Tyler Morton. I'm so disenfranchised with you, my friend, that you're not going to play. You're going to be my backup DM there, Fabrice. Christina. James Tarkovsky fans, all of them, is now following. Thank you very much to all of the James Tarkovsky fans out there. That either makes you an Everton fan or a Burnley fan who's not updated their profile. Either of those options is fabulous, and we welcome you in. Okay, Christina's going to start. Rosales is going to play. What feet do you use? Left. In fact, I don't even care what feet you're going to use. I'm going to do this anyway. Haidari. Bangura. I know I'm asking for incredible patience from you as you're sat here watching me just redesign tactics on the hoof. It's going to be so worth it when we get out there and smash Spurs. Honestly. Painful, but getting closer to the top 4. We're not. We're getting close to the bottom 3. Okay. Matos and then Suleiman. Okay. Okay, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. Take that off for the moment. That's fine. That's fine. And that's fine. Okay, who's still with me? Who still believes? Who thinks we still got it in us? Come on. Final game of the stream. Spurs at home. Score predictions in the chat now. We're at home, so Crystal Palace scores first. So start with something high. 3, 4, 5. Then the Spurs score. Will they get 1? Will we keep a clean sheet? Here we go. Here we go. This is, honestly, this is going to be one for the ages when we turn this around now. A marked improvement. That's the talk, isn't it? Let's just have a little look how this plays. Looks good so far. We've had 100% of the possession. Got no game believes, of course. Look at it. They can't get the ball off us. Oh, this is liquid. All right, that's hopeful. Lillian Thuram. They've got some good players. Oh, we've been robbed. Oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord. Maybe next season, convince him to sign for you. Lillian Thuram. Okay. I feel like we're going to score an early goal. This could be it. In a moment. In a moment. Hang on, we have had a shot here. 0-0 for Jesper. Take it now. Mudryk still playing. Danny Casamatari. That's not the highlight. That's not the highlight. Kovar waves them up the field. He's gone long. He's gone over the... Sue Gray picks it up in midfield. Flavio. Oh, I hate Flavio. Never scores. We're putting them under relentless pressure now. Andy Booth still playing as well. God, Pedro Porro. We've won it back, though. And then we've lent it to them twice. Come on. Just munch him over on the top. Ah, good tackle. Good tackle. Never anything to worry about. Jesper, if that 0-0's still on offer, I'll have it now, please. I'll take that point. There you go. Coach Benjamin Šeško scored for Liverpool. Good Slovenian boy that he is. All right, 5 shots now. That's an alarming tally. And 6 shots in the first 20 minutes. Just the 2 for us. XGs are similar, though. Here we go. Here we go. 3 points incoming. Rosales. Lacroix. Oh, it's liquid through the midfield. Flavio turns on a bank vault. Now Christina gets involved. Flavs. Oh. 50 Shades. Goalie tips it over. Oh, they're living on though. Andy Booth must be in his 50s. Thank you, Lenza. The only one that got the reference. Oh dear. Oh, we're off again. Get it away. Come on, Flavs, close it down. Nah, not scoring from there. You reckon 2 or 3 more seasons till the top 4? I reckon considerably more for me. Oh, Flavio, he's starting to get into the game a little bit. Hang on, 50 Shades has won it. And given it away again. Oh, they've got men over. Andy Booth. Oh, that was close. Did the keeper save it as well? Keeper saved it. Happiness. Cheers from Portugal. Thank you very much. I missed that little one. You have to let us know whereabouts in Portugal you're from. We have a few Portuguese viewers, and they are always incredibly welcome. Fabulous people that they are. You have to let us know you support as well. Benfica fan, maybe. Sporting, Porto. One of the other clubs, perhaps. Right, what are we going to do here at half time, by the way? What are we going to do at half time? Let's have a little look as well. What are we thinking? Okay. Do we go? No, let's keep the spirits up. Proud of everyone, keep going. Christina's nervous. Otherwise, we're not doing terribly. This is an apt song title, though, isn't it? Johnny's in. Rescue me, Johnny. Rescue me. I'm lonely and I'm blue. Hope you're well, Johnny. One of the mods We'll give Johnny a shout out. He's not streaming at the moment, but he is planning an awesome comeback. Hopefully before FM24, because his streams are always incredibly fun. Plus, once he's streaming again, I can bug him with questions about how to do things on my own streams, because he's very technological and I'm very not. So it'll be good to get him back streaming again. Okay, how do we try and sneak a win out of this game? We leave it as is because we came back into it towards the end of that half. Oh, come on. There's a tackle to be made there. Twice. We're going to concede straight. Oh, offside. Offside. There we go. Johnny gets the shout out. Also, the Blue Boys ripping it up in Slough. Ripping it up in what sense? Who's going to be there? Me, you, Murph. I don't know if Dean Gripton might be there, another blue nose. I don't know whether any of us will be ripping it up, as you say. More like trying to get through it. If they score, I might cry. That is a thing that could happen. Oh, Kovar. Oh, I tell you what, Tina's on now. What a song. Come on, win this ball back for us. Come on. Oh, dear. Andy Booth is everywhere. Oh, good save. Good save. And offside, I fancy. And offside. Oh, we'll take it. We'll take it. Aguilera and to lesser extent, Aggie Income appear to be the weak links. Christina? Can't be weaker than Ryan Ainuri. Terrible. 6.59. Poor old Christina. Do these things all turn around if you're winning, or is it a reason to consider ditching them? What's Christina on? 6.5. And Aggie Income's on a 6.8. Okay. Let's make that little change. So they were weak links mentally and performance-wise. Look, we've come back into the game, though, look. 10 shots, 3 on target. We just need the ball back and then a stinging counter. We need the ball back, I said. The round thing. Here we go. Now sting 'em. Flavio. Oh. No. Here we go. Here we go. Go on. Flavio's with you. Flavio. Oh, we would have been rolling. Okay, Archie, I feel like your race is run there, my friend. Tyler Morton comes on. Who's doing that? Sam Trim 7. Thank you very much. You're incredibly kind. Lovely follow. Thank you very much for that. Casino, how much do we have to spend in January? Almost nothing, I'm afraid, unless we sell. And that sounds easier to do. I know you can't play there. I'm tempted to pop you in at right back. Or Bangura can. All right, Bangura can then. Yeah, that'll do. Come on then. Look, we're edging the match stats now. Spurs absolutely troubled us to begin with. Come on. Where's the flick on, Flavs? Not there. Come on, Flavio. Go on. Go on. Go on. Ah. Flav will be rolling his way. You're right. Rolling his way back. Him and Groove Rider. Come on now, please. Come on, please. Don't do the dirty on me now. Not Andy Booth. No, off. Oh, is the word. Do I pull out another dag nabbit? I think I do. Dag nabbit. I feel like we looked all right, and then Andy Booth got in down the right. Oh, 7 days is too long in charge of Crystal Palace. Oh, we give the ball away midfield a lot. That was Aggie income. And we're done. Oh, you need to know what team I support. Birmingham City is the team that I support. Certainly not Crystal Palace. Another one. Oh, and we played all right in that game as well. Foggy would go as far as to say drat and double drat. I feel like it's time. You were almost right, Jesper, as well. We did all right. We did okay in that game. I don't know whether that gives us food for thought or not. So would you rather stream in a Villa shirt or in your Mrs.'s, oh God, that was difficult, girliest dress? Neither preferably, but... Oh, and there we go. There we go. We're in the relegation zone. Oh, that sets us up for Wednesday. Thank you to everybody that's dropped by this afternoon. We are going to set up a raid over to our good friend, the good doctor, who I'm sure many of you will be following already, but jump in the chat, say hello to Benji. Probably best not tell him about how our raid, how our stream has gone. We'll keep that quiet. And by Wednesday, I promise it will be an undefeated stream. I'll see you then.